Hey, it's Freddy Sherman, and this is the 2022 Kia Stinger GT2 V6 rear-wheel drive. In this video, I'm going to give you a detailed interior tour of the Stinger GT2 and talk about all the different options and accessories that this one comes with. Leather seats, and you have really nice feel to them. Feels like a Audi or a Lexus or anything like that. You have your GT designation up here on the headrest. Then kind of going around the cockpit here, everything has a good feel to it. A little plasticky, and stuff like this that looks like metal. This isn't metal, this is all plastic here. You do have leather in the door here. It's got kind of a Lexus feel, I would say. Doesn't quite come up to the level of, Audi or Mercedes or BMW or anything like that. You have your window controls over here, your mirror controls, seat memory up there. You have additional buttons for your trunk and your lane keep assist, the brightness of the display, and of course the gas cap. Then you have, of course, a fully configurable display, and you can change what's in the center info, and you can change all that stuff. You have your phone and media controls here. And then here are your controls for changing what's on the display, also your lane keep assist, and this changes your following distance for the adaptive cruise control. You do have this very nice leather wrapped steering wheel with a flat bottom, like a Formula One inspired, I guess you could say. You do have metal paddle shifters here that go with the 8-speed sport-tuned automatic transmission. Again, a leather-wrapped steering wheel. Moving on into the area here, you have this nice big touch screen which you can move around and stuff like that, and that's helpful. And the air conditioner made some noise when I was filming this part, but you have your climate control in the center there. You also have your controls for the digital display to select navigation, things like that. There's a little storage area there with wireless charging and with multiple types of charging ports as well. And then you have your transmission. It's electronic transmission, so this doesn't really physically control the transmission. It's just an electronic switch. You have your brake auto hold, the parking brake, traction control off, and then you have your various drive modes here. The Stinger has 5 different drive modes. You have a sport mode, which obviously maximizes all the sport functions of engine management and braking and transmission and suspension, all that kind of stuff. There's a comfort mode, which is made for regular everyday driving. There's an eco mode that reduces the power but maximizes your fuel economy. There's a smart mode that, based on road conditions and your driving style, it adjusts automatically between sport, comfort, and eco. And then there's a custom mode where you can fine-tune it however you want. You might like the ride in a comfort mode, but you want the transmission to shift like in a sport mode, and you can set all that stuff up in the custom mode. Something interesting, when you turn the car off, it does not hold the drive mode that you have it in. I wish that it did, because if I drive it in sport mode, I'd like it to be on sport mode when I turn it back on. Also interesting, in sport mode, it does not turn off the automatic turn off feature, the engine shut off feature, and I think when you put a car in sport mode, it should shut that off automatically. Anyhow, coming back here to your controls, you have something here for your seat heating and cooling for each seat here, your parking sensors on and off, excellent parking sensors, and then your parking cameras. And it definitely has some good parking cameras where you can see all around you. And then up here we have your lighting controls, emergency, and then this is UVO, which is Kia's help system that can do all kinds of cool stuff. Okay, so getting in the back seat, you do have your window controls, and then you do have rear seat warmers there. If we get in, the back seat's spacious, but it's not as spacious as you would expect for a car that's kind of this size. You do have a big sunroof up there. And then we don't have individual climate controls back here, but you do have a temperature control. So you kind of have 3 zones. You have individual temperatures for each of the front passengers, and then with this, you can change the rear air and make it hotter or colder. You have your 12 volt charging port there, and your USB charging port right there. And then you have these nice magazine racks in the back of the seat as well. And then we do have split 60/40 fold down rear seats, where you can then access the back and have a nice cargo area here. Okay, so it's fast and practical. You can see that we do have a large trunk. And as I said, you can put down those rear seats, and you can also remove this cover piece here. So big trunk, and very convenient, really get a lot of space. You put the seats down. And you do have power opening and power closing trunk. So you just push that. Hey, thank you so much for watching the video. I really appreciate it. Take a moment and subscribe to my channel, and check out my other videos I did with the Kia Stinger GT2.